I saw concerning marks on my daughter's body. Was my Zoe being bullied at school? But no, I was wrong. My daughter grabbed a brush and rubbed it against her skin with all her might. Honey, why are you doing this to yourself? Her eyes were filled with tears and her hands were shaking. I have never seen my daughter so miserable.
I wanted to wash my skin and become white.
I was stunned because I forgot that Zoe had problems accepting herself before. But why? What happened?
Dark skin keeps me from being who I want to be.
I hugged my daughter and explained that skin color cannot be washed off. My words really upset Zoe. She burst into tears and locked herself in her room. I couldn't sleep a wink all night, and even found a child psychologist for my daughter. However, the very next day, Zoe didn't want to be seen. Honey, is everything okay? I made your favorite breakfast. She did not open the door to her room, and it took her a suspiciously long time to get ready for school. When she finally came out, she shocked me with her appearance. Her skin was completely white. My daughter painted herself with watercolor paint. I immediately told her to wash the terrible makeup off, but Zoe categorically refused.
Never! This is how I will look from now on. I have to...
I felt like something terrible was happening at school, and I urgently had to find out what exactly. When we arrived, the first thing Zoe did was run, not to her classroom, but to the drama club. We were greeted by Mrs. Adams, the head of the school theater. She was surprised by my daughter's appearance. But Zoe started twirling joyfully in front of her.
You said only a white girl could play Snow White. What about now? Can I play the part?
I was shocked by what I heard and asked Zoe to give us a moment alone. Did you really forbid my daughter from playing Snow White? That's discrimination based on skin color. The teacher disagreed and showed me a book with several fairy tales.
Tell me, where do you see a dark-skinned princess?
I told her that the world had changed and that no one cared about the skin color of a princess. But Mrs. Adams was very conservative and had a different opinion. So I decided to make my daughter leave the drama club. After hearing that, Zoe burst into tears.
Please don't! I dream of playing the leading role!
I explained that hiding her true self was wrong and strictly forbade her from playing with makeup. Zoe got angry and stopped talking to me. I was afraid of losing touch with my baby. So I thought of a way to show her that being herself was beautiful. The next morning, we met in the kitchen as usual. But my daughter almost didn't recognize me.
Good morning. And you? Who are you? Mom?
I changed not only my skin color, but also my hairstyle and even the color of my eyes. I felt how uncomfortable Zoe was standing next to me.
Mommy, you're scaring me. Go back to the way you were. I liked how you were before.
Then, I explained to Zoe how important it was to be herself, regardless of what others might say. Let's just be the two of us again, shall we? Zoe ended up listening to me. She promised to wash her makeup off and that she wouldn't be ashamed of her skin. As for me, I promised her that she would be the main character in the play, and I already had the perfect plan. When we arrived, the school premiere took place soon after.
Dear guests, I bring to your attention the play Snow White.
My Zoe appeared on the stage without makeup. Mrs. Adams was surprised and immediately wanted to stop the play. But I didn't let her get to the stage. Mrs. Adams, this is a modern version of Snow White. Look carefully, and you will see yourself in it. I let her know that I told the other kids what she did to Zoe, and that they were very upset. So much that I offered them a new version of the fairy tale. In the modern version, the evil queen hated Snow White because of her dark skin. So she ordered the hunter to get rid of the princess, unless she became white. However, the 7 dwarfs managed to save Snow White, and she was finally able to be herself. At the end of the play, the room was completely silent. But the seconds later, everyone started applauding. And even Mrs. Adams decided to apologize to her.
It seems like you were right. The world has changed, and anyone can be a princess today, regardless of skin color. Well, it's time for me to change as well, and be less adamant.
It doesn't matter what color your skin is. What's important is who you are on the inside.